My goal to cut the federal deficit another $3 trillion by making big corporations and very wealthy finally beginning to pay their fair share. Look, I'm a capitalist. If you want to make or can make a million or millions of bucks, that's great. Just pay your fair share in taxes. A fair tax code is how we invest things to make this country great. Healthcare, education, defense, and so much more. But here's the deal. The last administration enacted a $2 trillion tax cut, overwhelmingly benefit the top 1%, the very wealthy and the biggest corporations, and exploded the federal deficit. They added more to the national debt than any presidential term in American history. Check the numbers. Folks at home, does anybody really think the tax code is fair? No. Do you really think the wealthy and big corporations need another $2 trillion tax break? No. I sure don't. I'm going to.
So basically, Biden says he's gonna cut taxes. You gotta understand what happened. Democrat is just talk. Both sides actually. Cut taxes, I don't mind, but where they gonna put that money from? Are they gonna put the school system? Are they gonna put it in the road, the construction? Are they gonna put it in building new job? Are they gonna put it for the homeless? Are they gonna do it for kids? Where are they gonna put it? They cut the tax. The tax they talk about is about themselves to be richer. It's about themselves to be able to live longer, to have a healthy life. But you're gonna pay more taxes. Since Biden take about that cut taxes, what happened? You end up paying more taxes. Now we pay more than 25% taxes. Before it was 15 to 20, now it's 25. So how are you gonna survive with that? If you have one job, it's not even able to cover all the expenses. Some people have two jobs. It's not even or half to even have saving. So when they say they're gonna cut taxes for corporation, when they cut taxes, when they say I require for the corporation to pay more taxes, what's gonna happen? The money they're gonna pay on taxes, they have to let one or two people go. That's how it is. They're not willing to pay more taxes and then keep the same employee. It's a business. It's a matter. They have to find a way to save money. And then this is what happened. When less people are working, so it's gonna happen. The economy gonna drop. That's what you see. Unemployment gonna start rocking because what happened is you push the people that had a job to pay more, and then you don't give them a leg to stand up. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna find a way to save themselves. By what? By kicking people out, by firing people on the spot, because that's what they do. They have to save money. And they know that they purposely doing that so they can make it like they're doing a good thing, but they're destroying your job. They're taking money from you.
Keep fighting like hell to make it fair. Under my plan, nobody earning less than $400,000 a year will pay an additional penny in federal taxes. Nobody, not one penny. And they haven't yet. In fact, the child tax credit I passed during the pandemic cut taxes for millions of working families and cut child poverty in half. Restore that child tax credit. No child should go hungry in this country. The way to make the tax code fair is to make big corporations and the very wealthy begin to pay their fair share. Remember in 2020, 55 of the biggest companies in America made $40 billion.
So they made $40 billion. So who sponsored those money to those businesses? The same person, the government. Shutdown. When the shutdown happened, what happened? They spend money to the company to be able to float. They backed up those money, those big company. What about the small company? They have no money. They cannot protect their asset. They have to file for bankruptcy or close the store. So is it talk they do, but at the end of the day, they're not really living to that standard. They make you believe something. That's why some of the people they say that say no, you're lying. They say no kids should be able to be hungry. But think of the matter is where food and where SNAP. Oh no, we know where they send it. They send it to where? To the immigrants that come across the border. 13K and EBT. Is it fair? Is it really how you think about America is not fair? While you as a mother, as a father, you can have fine procedure to pay for babysitting, to pay to have voucher, to have to pay for food, and then next thing you know, if you're working, they say you make too much money. But if you're not working, the only thing you have to survive on and the money that they give you, and you gotta pay the bill and so on and so forth. How you gonna survive? If you're working, you get too much money, no food stamp, no Snapchat. But if you're not working and then you got a all food stamp and Snap, what's gonna happen? You gotta rely on this to pay for your bill. It's not even enough. The situation they created is to destroy your middle class and whoever's working to discriminate working, because if you're working, you're not gonna qualify. If you're not working, I'm gonna take care of almost everything, and next thing you rely on me, the government, and whatever asset goes. That's why they're trying to paint the picture out. But at the end of the day, they don't care about you. They don't really care. Just making talk. Just make sure that they're angry. But when they close door, they shake hands because the big pharma company, the big corporation, they're the one funding the company. They're the one making laws. They're the one talk about which one to go, which one to not go. And then you and the lawyer guy, you think they care about it, but they don't. They just pretend it's the actor. They pay them to act, and then you think you believe in them, but it's a word without any backup. So that's why as a people, you got to pay attention to that and then move accordingly.
And paid zero in federal income tax. Zero. Not anymore. Thanks to the law I wrote and we signed, big companies have to pay a minimum of 15%. But that's still less than working people pay in federal taxes. It's time to raise corporate minimum tax to at least 21%. So every big corporation finally begins to pay their fair share. I also want to end tax breaks for big pharma, big oil, private jets, massive executive pay when it's only supposed to be $1 million that could be deducted. They can pay them $20 million if they want, but deduct $1 million. End it now. You know, there are 1,000 billionaires in America. You know what the average federal tax is for those billionaires? No. They're making great sacrifices, 8.2%. That's far less than the vast majority of Americans pay. No billionaire should pay a lower federal tax rate than a teacher, a sanitation worker, or a nurse. I propose minimum tax for billionaires of 25%, just 25%. You know what that would raise? That would raise $500 billion over the next 10 years. And imagine what that could do for America. Imagine a future with affordable child care. Millions of families can get. It's my goal.
So basically, it's a lie. They're not gonna do that. It's just talk, and then they know that if they attack the billionaire, and the billionaire says since I'm paying 24 taxes, 24%, I'm gonna fund your company, and I'm not gonna be able to pay for a trip and then all sorts of. They're gonna cut that nonsense very fast and put it under the rug without even noticing. So basically, just talk to make it like a point that they show they care, just a show. So at the end of the day, guys, I feel bad for America because this is what I ended up with people within promises, and they expect you to vote for them, to be there for them, and then pay the. But at the end of the day, the country they're going down. We cannot live on one job or two job or one paycheck or two paycheck, and then most people are living on the big city like New York City, California, and so on to look for somewhere else to look find a way to live, and then this is what they're done for. And a lot of people come in the country, they take their job, they take their money because they live on EBT 13K, and then next thing you know, when the people that's living in the country, we just set up for doom.